Hi, I'm Rosh from Energy Matters. Welcome to our podcast, Road to Zero, where we dive headfirst into all things renewable. Join us as we chat with industry experts, tech specialists, and some of your favourite TV and radio personalities, asking the renewable energy questions that you want answers to. Our goal, a zero carbon future. In today's episode, we are very lucky to be joined by Aron Kane, Product Manager for the Clean Energy Council. Hello, Aron, how are you?
Good, thanks, Rosh. How are yourself?
I am very well, thanks, mate. Very well indeed. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know that you have a very important update regarding the approval of solar panel modules installed in Australia. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing more about that. But Aron, before we do get into it, I know our audience just generally likes to know a little bit more about the man behind the brand. So can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and your journey with the Clean Energy Council?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, my name's Aron Kane. Grew up in the Latrobe Valley, so we've been part of the energy industry for an extended period of time. It's part of our local community now and our heritage. Always had a bit of a fascination for how and why things work, which ultimately led me to an engineering degree and a career in engineering, which has really allowed me to embrace my sort of my passion. So I've been with the CEC now a little over 12 months. I started there as a senior product engineer, and in January this year I was appointed as the products manager. And I'm very excited to be part of this renewable journey in the road that we get to pave as we transition towards renewables and away from fossil fuels.
That's absolutely fantastic, Aron. And what does being a product manager involve?
So part of my role involves an approved product list. So we run an approved products program for various organisations and government agencies and the like, and we also do provide some technical expertise to the industry. So we have representation on standards committees and the like, so we can make sure that we can further help the industry and be part of the growth of the industry with those said standards and the like.
Which is absolutely fantastic. So, Aron, I know that I saw a media release come through only 24 hours ago. I know there's been some major changes in terms of standards, which are effective from the 1st of October. Can you provide an update as to what that's all about?
Yeah, so the updated International Electrotechnical Commission, the IEC standards for PV modules, that's the organisation that prepares and publishes international standards for all electrical, electronic and related technologies, will soon be implemented by the CEC. So from the 1st of October 2024, all PV modules approved by the Clean Energy Council will need to be comply with the 2021 edition of the IEC 6125 series with some limited expectations.
And what was the reason for this change?
The reason for the change is the recent update with the IEC and the Australian standards for PV modules. So as we know, standards are updated regularly and consider a broad range of factors such as safety, technology and performance enhancements as the industry transitions. So in this instance, the IEC 61215/2021 standard for PV modules was updated recently to capture such factors. So in parallel to this, Australia updated its installation standard AS 5033, which calls out the requirement for PV modules to be qualified to the latest version of the IEC 61215 series.
Gotcha. And what does this change actually mean for the industry?
So PV modules certified to the IEC 61215/2021 will have a suffix that says IEC 61215-21, including on the CEC approved products listing. Manufacturers will not be required to print this suffix on any of their product labels or manufacturing documentation. A small number of PV module products have been granted an extension until March 31, 2025 due to extenuating circumstances. Only the PV modules with labels and or markings indicating conformance with the 2021 version of IEC 61215 will continue to be eligible for STCs after October 1, 2024. So PV module product nameplate labels generally contain a reference to the specific version of the IEC 61215 standard that the PV module is certified to. So if you're unsure of this information, please contact the supplier of your PV module manufacturer. So yeah, retailers and installers are also advised to consider the timeframe needed to clear any existing stock certified to 2016, the version of the IEC 61215 standard.
So Aron, as a solar power retailer, I've got, let's say for example, I've got a few part loads of modules that I've bought via distribution several months ago, but they aren't they aren't certified to the 2021 certification. I mean, what do I need to do with those?
So for the PV modules, products that have been granted an extension until March 31, 2025, they continue to be installed up to and including this date. For all other modules, they'll need to be installed prior to the end of the CEC listing period of the 30 September 2024.
Yeah, gotcha. So essentially what I need to do is install those as soon as I possibly can do, just so I can claim STCs on those particular modules. Otherwise, I just need to kind of hold on them until they've been recertified by the actual manufacturer. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. But regarding the recertification, manufacturers are and have been encouraged to relist their products for the 2021 standards at their earliest.
So, Aaron, I've got a few quick questions for you based on that, just in terms of the impact on the industry, if any. So what are the risks to the end user having panels installed which aren't recertified?
So the risk to the end users could be implications with DNSPs or SDCs having non-compliant panels installed, which they do not meet the criteria for their respective programs. Having compliant panels, the end user can be assured that their system meets the requirements for safety and performance we come to expect from such a large purchase. Yeah,
fair enough. And I mean, how much notice were manufacturers and distributors actually given that this was coming up?
Yeah, so the CEC have been notifying industry of the impending change for over 12 months now. So the manufacturers, distributors and retailers have sufficient time to plan their supply chain processes to minimise the impact of the change.
No, fantastic. All right, thanks, Aaron. Well, that's a very, very informative update, mate. I do appreciate it. And as I said, for anyone watching or listening today, and you're a bit concerned about the impact on this and what the process is, obviously chat to your manufacturers first and foremost if you're a solar power retailer and or a distributor. And at the same token, if you are a manufacturer and, you know, this is like a slip through the net, then certainly jump onto the Clean Energy Council's website outlined on this podcast below, or just check out the, you know, the notes in the feed when we post this onto social media. Aaron, a lighter part of the conversation, All Energy Australia 2024 is coming up. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I know last year was your first foray into the exhibition and conference. I mean, you know, I'm assuming you're excited to be here for number 2.
Absolutely, yeah. Make sure that myself and my team are in attendance at the event. And like you said, yeah, it was great to be part of my first one last year and looking forward to representing the CEC and our products program in 2024.
Are you going to be speaking on stage, Aaron? Am I going to see you on there talking about the product side of the CEC?
We do have an allocation and time slot to do a presentation.
Fantastic. I can't wait. For anyone who's not aware of the event, it is coming up very soon. So it's on October the 23rd to the 24th at the Melbourne MCEC, the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre, which will be absolutely fantastic. It is going to be a huge event. So if you want to know more, jump onto our website, energymatters.com.au/events. There's a page that we've created especially for this, so you can have a read all about it. What's amazing about these events here, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, is for such a huge event with, you know, hundreds of speakers, like it's absolutely ridiculous in terms of content, education, information. It's huge, and it's completely free of charge to register. So, which blows my mind, because you'd spend hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, to see the caliber of the speakers that we have at this event. So for us and for Energy Matters and for everyone else in the industry, it's an absolute barnstormer. I mean, what are you looking forward to yourself from this year's event?
Just to see if we can leverage off what was last year. Like the sheer size and scale last year was phenomenal. So yeah, looking to see what's bigger and better this year. Very excited to be part of it.
No, absolutely, mate. Well, look, thank you so much, Aaron. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I know there's a bit of a height difference between us. So I'll be looking up, looking up for you once we're there. And look, once again, thank you so much for joining us today with the update. It's super informative, very, very important. And certainly, if anyone watching this or listening to this today has any questions, do contact Aaron and the products team at the Clean Energy Council at your earliest convenience, just to find out more information and to see if there is going to be impact to how you run your business. And obviously, from an end user's perspective, for a consumer, if you've already been installed with solar power, nothing to worry about whatsoever. You know, your panels are great; they met certification at the time, and they'll be absolutely great for anyone, you know, looking to install solar power in the very near future. Just ensure that obviously everything has been certified accordingly before you agree to have those panels on your roof, and check out the Clean Energy Council's website as well, just to make sure that they are on the approved products list. Aaron, thank you once again, mate. I'm just it's been a pleasure to chat to you today, and I look forward to seeing you at All Energy in about a month's time.
Thanks very much, Rosh, and likewise.
Okay, mate. So, guys, very important update there today. Thank you for joining me. Before we finish up, just a quick one to remind you that, look, if you have yet to go solar, there still is time. I mean, there never has been a better time than now, and that'll always be the case. The sun's shining. We're coming into summer. So really, you know, what you want to be doing is at least looking at the viability of solar power for your home, getting a few quotes. You can do that via Energy Matters, energymatters.com.au/free solar quotes. We work with a few hundred different solar retailers and installers around the country. So we'll happily find the ones that are local to you and arrange them to contact you and to give you a quote to compare to others, and then determine for yourself whether it is a good option. If you have got solar power already, then definitely look at batteries. Batteries have come down significantly in price, and there still are a few state-based incentives out there. So good to explore what's current for you. And once again, you can get battery modules in a much smaller size than before, so you don't have to go for a 13 kilowatt battery storage unit straight away. You can go for something modular and start with something as low as 6 kilowatt hours and build up by small module blocks, which are offered by a variety of different manufacturers of today. For anyone who doesn't follow us, please follow us on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube, so you can actually keep up to date with all these different podcasts. And at the same token, if you haven't followed us on social media, please do, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also on LinkedIn. Thank you very much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you next time. All the best.